I ain't trying to start on nobody I went to school with. I want the best for everybody, bro. Like, even people that I don't fuck with no more. I don't fuck with you because I don't want to see you be successful. I don't fuck with you because I outgrew you for some reason.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I don't wish bad on nobody, but I don't think everybody's supposed to be successful.
Nah, everybody can't. That's not realistic. But you know, at the end of the day, I hope that everybody could afford to be in a good shelter, got good covering. If they got kids, they could take care of their kids and they not without. You know what I'm saying? That's just the basic shit. Everybody's not gonna be your biggest celebrity and shit like that. I understand that, but like, I don't wish no harm or nothing bad against nobody. That ain't really like one of my functions.
Nah, that shit come back on you.
Hell yeah.
That shit come back on you. I don't know. It's certain for me though. Just to see certain people in certain situations and shit, it makes me kind of appreciate where my life has went. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more. Like, even though I had the shit I go through, it's still kind of like it could be that. You know
Hell yeah, shit could be way worse, man.
So I just feel like I'm fortunate for that shit, man. We all got to be fortunate for something.
It took a lot of growth for me to start looking at the glasses half full instead of half empty. It took a mindset change. Like, you know, I done had times where I felt like I was really down at my lowest. And in that, I realized that I was low, but it taught me something. And anything you go through, you got to learn something from that shit. If you don't learn from it, you going to keep going through it. I'm a firm believer in that. So, you know, when you go through shit, yeah, it's tough at the moment. Even, you know, losing somebody that you care for or something like that. Losing a job. Even being homeless. But, you know, yeah, whatever. You got to realize that's all stuff that you can get back. But what you can't get back is time in your life. Two things you can't get back. Once you lose those.
Your time in your mind.
That's it.
Think good head make you smarter.
Good head make you want to do more. It motivates you. It's like getting a raise on a job. Why would you not come to work after they done gave you a good ass raise? They really showed you they appreciate you. That's how I feel about head. It's like a raise.
A raise.
You give me some good head, you really must care. You care enough to make me feel good. So goddamn, like, you got some people out here that don't feel like giving head because it ain't doing nothing for them.
I mean, your soul fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like giving head.
What type of witchcraft is this?
What kind of bullshit?
I don't think I should suck him in.
Why not? Man, you know what? Welcome to another episode of the 30-Minute Smoke Break Podcast host. I am your 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 host.
I'm your co-host. I'm Quan Got It. Yeah, let's get it.
Oh, hey. Anyway, hit the bitch from the back with a fade. I'ma slap her head. If she wanna fuck me, I'ma do it in a sunbed. I don't care about what the little kid did. I'ma skeet on his clothes and
I'm leaving love stains.
I'm leaving love stains. I'm leaving love stains. I'm leaving.
Nut. Ooh, skeet. I'ma hit you from the back for about a week. I'ma take you to my friend, he gon' hit you for an hour. Then he pass you to my other nigga, take a shower. Then he going back, come to the streets, pay that.
I don't know. What's going on? I don't know. You can make a horse. You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink.
That's what the saying say.
You motherfucking gonna die thirsty. But I think it's different forms of head that makes it, you know what I mean, a bit special.
Let me ask you this: do you prefer, sloppy or dry head?
Both.
You like them both.
It depends on how I'm feeling though.
I'm like this. Don't be sloppy if you don't know what the fuck you doing.
doing.
Just don't be spitting every goddamn way for nothing. Yeah.
I don't like that.
And bitch, don't that ain't. Hey,
if you ain't.
Hey, if it ain't there, if it ain't there already, stop.
Because you're not doing anything for anybody.
Stop.
It's not going. Yeah.
Just stop.
What is on a serious tip though? What you feel like has been the one thing that would like life slapped you in the face?
One thing that life slapped me in the face. Damn, I'm gonna be real. Like when life really slapped me was when my dad had died. You know, I stopped thinking about serious shit like that. I'm thinking about the small things. You know, you think so little as people, especially when you don't come from much.
Right.
You think like small shit. Damn, I'm trying to get high today, or I'm just trying to do this. I'm trying to get some pussy. Like,
your mind don't think
outside. Nah, you ain't thinking about time. You don't think about time until that shit is gone. And when he died, that shit burned me back to reality because everything I thought I had planned and was ready to take off and do, all that shit stopped because I was the only person that could really help my family out at the time. So I had to do what I had to. And that first year, bro, that shit was a struggle, man. Like, that shit was a real struggle for me. And it took me really just bossing up and accepting things that as they was, man, and learning that it had to be a new normal. And a new normal made me doing more, but really just like it taught me how to be a real man. I thought I was a man, but when I went through that shit made me a man, bro. Like, you think being a man is, you know, the basic shit niggas say you drop your nuts, you out here fucking on different girls and shit, you goddamn about your bread, you doing your thing, like, but really like sacrifice, bro. I sacrificed. I did shit that a lot of people don't understand how to do.
Yeah.
I worried about the group instead of worrying about myself, and that's the first thing that's how I know on the real tip, bro, I'd be a good dad if I had kids, like, just on some straight up shit, bro, 'cause I know how to, you know, it's about the group when it's about the group. I ain't no selfish ass nigga, I ain't never been there. That's why people try to attach themselves to me, but, like, sacrifice, bro. When you can learn to give of yourself to other people, it's for other people, it's nothing for you that you getting out of it, man, yeah. That's when you know you done became a fucking man. Yeah, a man can provide shit like that, but it's one thing to provide it when you got it, but when you don't got it and you still providing it, to me, that make you a man.
Yeah.
Or a woman.
Yeah. I think when she hit me was we ain't had nowhere to stay.
Yeah.
And didn't nobody want to put me up, nigga. I'm like, God damn. Ain't no
real.
help nowhere in this motherfucker, man. I'm talking about nobody, not even my grandmama. I'm like, yo, that shit crazy. But eventually, you know what I'm saying, I found my way. That shit got fucked up. But eventually, my mama convinced my sister to let me stay with her for a little bit. So, I'm just like, shit. I think that right there fucked me up the most because I realized that I'm gonna have to do everything I can to make sure that I don't get back in that situation again. You know,
Give you that motivation.
Yeah.
Cause you understand what it is to be at the level. Like, I understand what it is to be waiting on somebody else to smoke weed. I understand what it is to be waiting on somebody else for a ride. I understand what it is to be all those things. But one thing that I said, you know, I ain't saying like I done made it, like I'm at a level that nobody else could reach. But what I will say is I done mastered the basics. I understand if I don't have no money, I understand how I can make it. If I can't make this happen, I will make ways to get that shit to get done. Like, I learned how to problem solve. But that shit took me time, man. I didn't know at first, you know. And at one point I knew, but I wasn't willing to take the extra step to make it happen. And that's the thing about a lot of people. A lot of people is willing to do the basics, but when it come down to getting down to getting dirty to do something, people can't do that shit.
Yeah. You gotta go through something to grow through it. But
hell yeah, bro. That's what makes you a man or a woman. Is trials and tribulation, bro. You gotta go through shit.
It should also, if you look at it, if you take it the right way, that shit also supposed to. It's supposed to make you stronger, like mentally and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because having to go through stuff like that and not breaking.
Yeah.
You know, and just know that eventually shit'll get better.
I used to get high and drink to get rid of my problems. Now I drink and get high because I be wanting to do it at that time. But, problems don't go nowhere. Problems don't go nowhere. You just mask the problems until you calm down, and then you feeling so bad. I think part of the reason why people feel so bad the next day after they done got fucked up the night before is because you got to come back to reality, to what shit really is.
Yeah.
Like, it's like living a double life. Living as you a millionaire, but you really living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people out here put on fake smiles and they really don't be happy. I ain't saying that I'm always happy, but one thing I say is my expressions don't change, my mood don't change. I stay the same whether I'm up or if I'm down.
Yeah.
I won't let you see me sweat. But that's some shit I had to learn, because letting people see you sweat, it don't give you nothing as no man. That just show weakness in you. You can't show people how weak and vulnerable you are sometimes. Even if you feeling like that, you can't show people that, because people see that shit, they know how to attack you. Yeah. People know your weaknesses, they know how to attack you. And everybody got them, but you can't show them so quick.
And it's like, it is okay to show a little bit of emotion though, but there's certain places where, like you said, you can't.
In the workplace, it's bad to mix your emotions with work. In the streets, it's bad to mix your emotions with the streets. Like, you don't need to mix your emotions with that.
You can't be in the streets with the heart.
Nah, you fucking up. So what I'm saying, like, certain things you gotta learn how to cut that shit out with. For me, that's easy. I could easily cut out emotion. I can cut that out, but that's something I learned. I learned how to just sit on your feelings sometimes. People don't give a fuck about your hurt feelings.
Nah, you sit on your thumb all day, you might as well be able to sit on your feelings.
Nah, I can't agree with that one.
Why not?
That's what you do all day, sit on your thumb.
I wasn't talking about you, nigga.
Oh, you talking about people in general? Okay, I got you. Okay. Had to fuck with you one time.
Nigga, my back hurt like a motherfucker.
Nigga, stop froggy fucking and shit, man.
I don't be frog fucking it. I just be relaxing.
Shit.
I'm a virgin.
Goddamn. Start call you goddamn.
That's the real position though, right?
Yeah, I know.
You know how to frog? You gotta put the legs up like that. And then you gotta put your legs like that.
I guess you done tried it. I know you did.
Frogging is a part of life. Right next to donkey fucking. You donkey fucker, she might lose her mind. Make her eyes pop out of her head. But I got one called the Chinese monkey fuck.
That sound like that shit belong on El Ray.
I don't know what that is.
That's the little old channel that all the fucking karate movies and shit used to come on back in the day. Hey, man.
You hype.
Hey, you thought you had me, didn't you? Mouth still moving and the sentence been over with.
Okay.
Boy, my pops used to love them shits, man. He had us watching that shit all the time.
Mine do too. But I think that was all old niggas was watching.
Yeah, all of them did.
I think every old nigga thought,
all of
every
them
old nigga think he can karate kick somebody.
All old niggas was into that karate and shit like that. A lot of them do it. A lot of them did it. My dad, he did this shit called Sanuka's Root Jiu-Jitsu.
I don't know what Sanuka's nigga jitsu.
Basically, that's exactly what it is. It's crazy you said nigga jiu-jitsu. That's exactly what it is. It's black jiu-jitsu. It's jiu-jitsu started by black people. Sanuka's Root Jiu-Jitsu.
That's where the niggas come from, nigga. That's in the Bible. See, black people do good things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We made country music, rock and roll. The government made crack, but we made it better.
I remember after my dad died, one of his old childhood friends came to his funeral. His name is Anthony Muhammad.
Oh my God.
He came out there and he was a Muslim. You know, that's where that shit started from, derived from that. My dad used to do that shit back in the day when he was younger.
Yeah.
He was with it. Not that shit, but he used to do it. He was practicing it. But he came to the funeral and I talked to him and shit because I was basically the person in charge of dealing with people because I was holding my shit together the best.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me, take my number, man. Basically, man, long story short, this motherfucker was trying to convert me to Islam.
So you stuck with the white women.
And I'm like, you know, I don't mind taking no help from anybody. But you know,
I don't think I could commit.
I don't think that it's right that you try to make me do something that you practice just to help me. But if I don't do what you want me to, then you won't help me. And you know, I thought that he was, you know, really like just a cool ass nigga that was really looking out for a minute. But then when I realized that what he was trying to do, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But this nigga hit me up one time. I hit him up and I was so close, bro. Cause like I said,
you was about to do that shit?
I was down on my dick. I was fucked up, man. I ain't had no plan and I wasn't trying to really be out here in the street like that.
What did he offer? Like, what did he offer in return?
You know, when you fuck with them and you fucking with them hard, like, you ain't got to worry about certain things. Like, they gonna help you get a good job and help you get advanced in companies and shit like that, help you with your living situation. They'll look out for you because you'll be a brother to them, for real. They serious about that shit.
Yeah, I just...
My whole thing was this.
I couldn't commit to that shit, though.
I hit him up, and I was so close to asking for something because, you know, like most people tell you, and in your time of need, if you need anything, call me. But that don't mean really call me.
Yeah, that
just mean, nigga, I wish I could help you, but I ain't got it really, but I got to say this shit in good faith.
And if you do have to call me last.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So I called him and texted him, and I'm like, you know, talking to him and shit. He tells me that he's about to be at this little like karate match or some type of exhibition shit they be doing and shit. He still be doing that shit, competitive shit. He said he was gonna be in New York. He wanted me to come. Nigga, how I'm gonna come and I ain't got no money? So I'm like, you know, this nigga telling me about this shit like I could do something, but I guarantee you if I was saying that I was down with him for real, nigga, he go fly me out here and he's gonna be fucking with me. He's gonna be trying to get me in all this different shit because he told me this at the funeral. He told me this shit.
But you gotta convert.
Yeah, basically. He didn't say it with his mouth, but he implied that shit. And I'm like, you know, I had to get back to myself because me being lost and young and not paying attention to shit, I almost did that shit. And I had to think like, man, what's your normal attitude about shit like this? Fuck anybody, nigga, you know you the plan. That's what the fuck it is. And that's what I had to get back to, bro. And now, you know, I couldn't afford to get to New York then at that time because I ain't had no money and shit. Now I fly for free, nigga. Straight up. Like, it's crazy, like, where shit could take you in a matter of years if you just stay down and do your shit. Like, you gotta realize, man, like, whatever you believe in, what gets you out of the bed, whatever you feel like your higher power is, depend on that, and that's what's gonna get you where you need to go in life, man. Don't depend on people. People and things, they will fail you. They won't be there forever. People will die. Yeah. People will leave you if you don't have what they think you're supposed to have.
Them the wrong people to have around you. Them the ones that when they do leave, make sure the motherfuckers stay gone.
Yeah, exactly. But you won't have too many solid people around you. You a lie if you tell me you got 10 solid friends. You a lie. It's not. They not. Even if you think they are, they not. They not. You got about 2 to 3, and that's pushing it.
Yeah.
You got about 2 or 3 solid friends that really have your back. But you could lose those solid friends if you're not solid. Just because somebody is solid to you, if you ain't returning their energy, they'll cut you off because they realize that you are the 4 or 5, 4 or more friends. You ain't that top 2 or 3 that's really solid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta understand something. You know, being solid is more than being solid in front of somebody. Being solid is being solid behind this person's back. Having a back, covering them, being there for them, telling them when they wrong though, telling them when they in the wrong, when they done fucked up. But at the same time, you ain't gonna sit here and let nobody else talk shit about them or do them dirty or nothing, because that's fake as hell.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what solid really fucking mean, man.
But it's crazy though, because the majority of the people who have most friends, they top friends be the ones that ain't the most solid. Them be the ones that in a serious situation that'll turn on. A lot of motherfuckers, man, they don't be able to see that shit. They just blind to it.
If the only way you can fuck with somebody is if you're doing a certain thing that they do, that's not your friend. If you really friends with somebody, y'all could be down here with 2 sticks to rub together and y'all go find something funny about that shit because y'all really friends.
Yeah.
It ain't no...
That shit is kind of funny. I don't know why it's funny, but weird.
That,
2 sticks ago.
Yeah, bro. It's like, whoa.
Why you doing that?
Yeah, I you know, no weird shit like that. But yeah, like just anything, you know. Y'all could be doing some of the most basic shit, basically. And it ain't got to be nothing spectacular involved, but y'all cool to the point where, shit, nigga, I just be liking being around my nigga because he a real solid nigga. It ain't really like no shit where I'm around this nigga because he got the hoes around. I'm around this nigga because he got the bag and I'm broke. I'm around this nigga because he got a car and I don't. I'm around this nigga because he do this and I don't. Or I'm around this nigga because he doing worse than me, so now I want to stunt and act like I'm the rich friend. Mm-hmm. Like, you got niggas like that too. That's the worst type of niggas you can have. I swear Vezo said some of the realest shit ever. Like, you see me and my clique, we all look like we the breadwinner. Ain't no way I'm sitting here looking like I got everything going for me and my niggas sitting here looking like they starving.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a nigga on the outfit, huh?
Yeah. Just like, you know, girls like that. The pretty girls that hang with the ugly girls just so they could stand out over the rest of them. And that's crazy to me. I ain't never picked a friend off of what he looked like, and if I did, that's kind of gay, the gayest shit ever. Respectfully,
I can be his friend. Wait a minute,
respectfully,
nigga,
but that's some of the gayest shit ever.
That was real gay, my nigga.
Like,
cut that out.
If niggas sitting here worrying about what you look like, nigga, that shit is gay.
You know what? Realistically though, it is some niggas probably unconsciously pick their friends based off of how they.
Yeah, look. It's some niggas like that. That's some niggas that take extra long building they 2K characters and shit. Gotta make sure his cheekbones is right and shit.
I mean, he looked like me, but I used to do that shit. He looked like me, but I think his nose need to be a little bit more thin. Huh? Man, just do a face scan and get with it. Now, if your face scan fucked up.
Just don't do no face scan. Just pick a random face.
I gotta do my face scan.
I put my face scan on my man finally. And that shit came out fucked up the first few times.
Yeah, mine do too.
But the last time, that shit came out looking kind of legit.
You fuck with it?
Yeah, I'll show you that shit too.
Alright. Nah, man, every time I do mine, it make my mouth look great in the motherfucker like I just got through sniffing coke.
Yeah.
And I don't like that shit, so I have to keep taking
first
it.
First time, that shit had my jaw looking like Kanye when he first got in his accident. I said, God damn.
Yeah, it'll fuck your face up.
I turned my shit to the side and I was trying to get the angles right, make sure that it caught every angle and shit. I was like, damn, that shit fucked up. I did that shit like 3 times, but that 3rd time, I was
put a blunt in your mouth and scan it.
Yeah, my nigga did that shit 1 year.
I did that, but I took that shit off because it was like I ain't like how it looked from like the front.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
But that shit from the side, like, this nigga really smoking a I might do it again. Fuck it.
Is he smoking a blunt?
They got to do something better with this shit. Cause they lied like a motherfucker when they said, like you was talking about the other day, they lied like a bitch when they said niggas can't do that with dumbass back and forth slide.
Man, look, same old shit, man. Same old shit. And bruh, 2K, if y'all don't stop that shit with that dumbass wreck shit, with acting like you can't score like you do in the park and shit, like you would in the wreck, come on, man, stop that.
What you mean?
Like, your man could shoot good as hell when you on the park or playing in the theater, but when you playing in the wreck, your shot meter ain't the same. Like, I turned my shot meter off, and I was splashing today. Yeah. But like, you got to play with people that understand how to play basketball.
Yeah, people who gonna be patient, because I hate playing with niggas who always got a coach and can't play ball either. Like on the game or in real life. That's my whole thing. But you definitely gotta play with somebody who gonna fuck with you. Cause niggas will not do that shit.
I'm gonna tell you some shit I don't like. I don't like blind dates.
Nigga, have you been on one?
Nigga tried to get me on one last night. I couldn't fuck with it, man. First of all, it was too late notice.
Okay.
Y'all about to go out. It's 11 o'clock already, and you hit me up, and I'm like, it's 11 o'clock. I'm at the crib. I'm not doing shit. I'm in chill mode. I'm basketball shorts. I'm chilling. Like, niggas on the game. Niggas been drinking and shit all day. Like, I ain't really trying to do much.
That's the best time to go, though.
Yeah, but I don't like this shit. I don't know about everybody else, but I ain't with no blind date, especially when you call me and you tell me off rip, I got to take one for the team.
That right there, I wouldn't have went. See that you didn't.
If we out and we in motion already, and you see somebody you after, but then she with somebody that you really don't think is all that, I understand taking one for the team. I understand that aspect of it. Then you know what I'm saying.
We gotta rock paper scissors that shit though.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like now, boom. If you spotted her first, you spotted them, or they came over to you, but then she had a friend with her looking a certain way. I'm gonna do what I got to then because I'm playing my role. But when it come down to you hit me up and that's the first thing you say, but then you try to tell me she ain't that bad. But then you like, I'm like, what she look like? Well, I ain't got no picture of her. What's her name? Well, shit, I gotta ask.
God damn, like, nigga, what do you know? Take a picture of the bitch.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know nothing.
See, all right, now I will tell you this. I would agree with you on that though. I would go on a blind date if it's late notice, but it has to be a credible source.
Yeah, like but when it ain't credible, like I'm not about to come out of my comfortable situation and come out here for nothing. First of all, I'm just gonna be honest.
No, hold on.
First of all, if you call me out at 11 o'clock at night to tell me about it's another chick out here, I'm expecting some pussy. So if she out here just on some play shit, come on, man. I'm not about to be doing that. Plus, he talking about she a little older. So I'm like, I'm cool with that. But if she's out here on some play shit, trying to get some drinks for the night, I'm gonna stay my drunk ass at home because I'm out here driving for no fucking reason, and it don't make no sense to do that shit.
See me, like I said, that shit gotta be credible. Cause I done had some niggas that called me up on some shit, and it wasn't late notice. It was just the wrong person to call a nigga. Like every time I went out with this nigga on some double date type shit, the one he had for me don't never fuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why the fuck am I here if this don't even like me?
Man, look, I'm gonna get the fuck up and go home. I'm not gonna waste my time like that.
I did one time.
Like, all right, bro, I'm out. Like, nigga, I could go and try to hit something up in my phone already. Why am I here?
I walked off on him.
Like, if we not vibing, I'm not about to come out here for no fucking reason, bro. And that's what I felt like I was about to do last night. I ain't know what the fuck this nigga set me up with. I ain't know I didn't know how credible it was because to me it seemed like when your own people say, nah, I wasn't gonna do that shit. He was trying to get his cousin to do it. His cousin was like, shit, he ain't tell me about it might be no bitches out there, but he told me about it, but he already know I ain't doing no shit like that he set up. His own family said that. So if your own family saying that shit,
he
bro,
ain't doing. That's a motherfucking issue. If your own blood won't even go because they don't trust the man, you don't trust the bitches. How you? It's some niggas that just can't pull. Like they can pull bitches, but they pull the ones that. Like damn, nigga, you could have did better than that. When I tell you I walked off on a motherfucker, I remember that shit. We was in Arizona Peaks and shit, and my homeboy called me from across the room and shit. Like, all right, man, I walk over that motherfucker. The girl he was talking to was all up on him and shit. Like they knew each other for years.
Yeah.
Type shit. The girl he had for me, that bitch looked me up and down. I introduced myself to the one he was talking to. I looked at the other one. I walked off on him.
I mean, you know, just like you have the right to do that, I have the right to do that too.
Yeah, you're not going. You're not
about to give me no energy like that, and then thinking I'm gonna try to work to try to get inside of that.
No, bitch, I'm a player. I will never do no shit like that. Hell no. That shit don't even line up. I don't. You know what? I don't think I've ever been that type of nigga. Even back in school and shit. When like I said, the nigga I used to chill with, who every time he pulled me with something, she'll never fuck with me. Man, it was one motherfucker he put me on. She thought she was the baddest thing in the mall, but wasn't even that cute. She wouldn't even walk on my side, nigga. So shit, I just ignored her the whole time. He was one of the motherfuckers that scared the pussy off. Like I've heard stories about him scaring the pussy off. I think I'd rather have. That ain't even. You know what? I don't think there's nothing you can compare to that shit.
Nothing that's worse than that.
Ain't nothing worse than that. If ain't nothing, it can't be nothing worse than that. Everything could be going cool, and it's that one nigga that's fucking it up for everybody. It's for us. Everybody doing good except that one nigga. And he either trying to slap box, play with some money, talk about some shit that didn't happen for real, or what's that one thing niggas just do? Crack jokes.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers love to try to crack jokes.
And it's like, bro, all that shit right there, to me, that shit is childish. And if we almost 30 years old and we still doing that shit, you ain't my homeboy in the first. Like, straight up. I ain't even playing like that. Look, bro, I'm gonna tell you, like, the most I talk shit to a nigga is if we go get on the game or something. But as far as me sitting here just regularly just fucking with you, bro, I don't do that shit no more, man. Like, and I'm one of the biggest shit talkers niggas might know. But at the end of the day, like, I ain't about to sit here and play like that, because to me, that shit lead to shit now.
Yeah.
It lead to shit now, because I'm a fucking grown ass man. I ain't about to sit here and talk and play with you like that. I ain't got to.
That shit whack. I don't like the niggas that be trying to be overly funny too.
Nah,
they
that
be
shit
killing the mode and not saying, like, they might fire off like 2 jokes and then keep going.
See, I'm the type of nigga that,
damn man, you fucking the whole vibe up.
I'm the type of nigga, I'll be funny without trying to be. I'm gonna say some basic shit. Shit. My nigga was talking about, he asked me, did I watch that Creed 3 yet? And I was like, shit, you went to the movies to see this shit? He's like, hell yeah. I was like, word. I was like, shit, I was trying to find a way to get that shit for free. Just to be real, like, I said that shit like that. And him and his girl, like, she like,
You probably, what you laughing at?
nigga, I swear to God, that's how he looked at her. Swear to God, how he looked at her. And then
That's
niggas
a fucked up feeling.
start talking about some shit, and then I mentioned this show that niggas don't watch. And if you ain't seen it, you got to check it out. It's on Netflix now. They got all the seasons up there, but it's shit called Queen of the South.
Okay.
Bruh, you have to watch it. It's a good show, y'all. If y'all ain't seen it, watch it. If you watch Narcos and different shows like that, check out Queen of the South. It's one of the best shows. And I hate that I ain't know that shit was on USA at the time until the last season came out. But that shit is good.
And then after you check that out, check out 30 Minute Smoke Break Podcast on YouTube.
Hell yeah. Please.
I don't know if y'all ever seen that before.
Yeah, that shit right there is even better. It really is. These two niggas on there, funny as fuck.
One of them niggas, if he takes his glasses off, his eyes get crooked.
Damn. Which one is it?
You'll find out if you watch the motherfucker.
Exactly.
You bitch you. But we can call it episode. Well, shit, it's been another episode of 30 Minute Smoke Break Podcast. Don't worry about how I look.
Bitch, we look good.
We out.
Bitch.